the Hindu sages all talked about the golden age evolving, the Mayans particularly.
Yeah.
So the evolution of this is that the collective mind of humanity now is, instead of containing fear and separateness and superiority, is being transformed into love and caring and compassion and kindness. And where the old matrix, the old culture, impacts itself on us through the mind, what's transforming now is this matrix is changing, and that now is impacting on the mind of humanity. And as a result of that, humanity is slowly waking up, and it's going to happen in incremental stages for different people. And yes, the bulk of humanity is still asleep and still unaware and still stuck in fear and ignorance. But as more and more people become awakened, this matrix transforms, and we're either at critical mass or the tipping point, the event horizon, or we're damn close to it. My feelings are that we're on the cusp of it, and when that happens, people are spontaneously awakening on this planet. They're just people that have never had a retreat or read a spiritual book or had any spiritual inclination, and or religious, and some that have are just spontaneously waking up. And I think this 100 monkey process is occurring with humanity, and that gives me great reason to be hopeful and continue my optimism.
As new thoughtware becomes available to the general population, either through spontaneous realization of it, or through books, or through videos, or whatever, I'm attentive to the possibility that thoughtware goes out that everybody that's real popular, but is actually hampering or actually confusing. And one of those that I've encountered, which is sort of a big one, which is this dichotomy that's been set up between love and fear. And I just wanted to tell you that, in order for me to talk to you, for me to ask you a question where I'm at risk, where I don't have any answers, where you might give me information that puts me in a liquid state, where I have to look at my own life somewhere. In order to ask you that kind of question, an authentic question, I have to enter the domain of fear. And so if it was not okay for me to go into fear, then I couldn't be in love with you, because I wouldn't know how to navigate love cautiously and creatively without fear being the spice that's saying, a little bit, watch out for that, or, oh, come on, take a risk here, or like add something completely new out of the unknown, and being afraid while I'm doing it. I have to be afraid in order to step in the unknown, to speak to you from the unknown. And then authenticity can happen for us. So the dichotomy between love and fear, I think, is actually hurting people's evolutionary process, because it's just a concept. And sure, you can conceive of it, but that doesn't make it true or useful. And so I just wanted to say that
I come back again to the yin-yang symbol. The wholeness of both of those sides is a circle, the completeness of it. And that's what I try to look at. And the reality is that there are labeled judgments called good and bad, day and night, masculine, feminine, hot and cold, and fear and love. We live in a dualistic universe. And when we embody love, it means tearing down that great wall of China that we built around our hearts to prevent us being hurt again. And it's only by we built this wall. We built it brick by brick. And there's no better person or no other person that can unbuild it. And that's by lifting. I encourage people, lift off a brick at a time. Take a look over there. You see anything challenging? Right, maybe there is. Okay, we'll put it back then, and then take another look, and then gradually remove the bricks. Don't go in there with a D9 Caterpillar bulldozer and try knocking it all down, because we're not geared to that, to facing our fears full on. Right? Although the universe will throw them at us. If the universe thinks that we can handle it, and I believe that is the case, then we'll be challenged. But we shouldn't be waiting for the universe to bring us the situation. We should be constantly working on a day-to-day, moment-by-moment basis of taking a brick away from around our heart. Only then can we experience who we truly are, right? Because we are consciousness manifesting as love, and that love can't come from any external source if there's a wall as a barrier, and consequently we can't give love out if it can't get through that impenetrable barrier. There is only one choice, and that is to start removing the bricks. This is the lovely old saying, remove a mountain by one pebble at a time, or a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. So we put the wall there. We need to face and be courageous enough. That's where one of the heart values of bravery and courageousness comes in. We have to step up there and take this brick away. And then gradually, as it starts flooding with love, right, you'll want to take more and more away. This is who we are. And this is who we are at the real core. This is our authentic self. It's just pure unconditional love. And the more you get, the more you want. Right? And it's not from an ego basis. It's just the resonance, the vibrational frequency that goes towards our Mother Earth. It goes to our humanity, to every living species, to beyond the universe, the multiverse, to the source of all that is. And we just want more of that love. So it's a process, and it's a process of stepping out of the box of fear and gradually just putting a toe over the edge, perhaps, until you can stand clear of the box and say, it served me back there, but it doesn't serve me now. So I really don't want to walk around the rest of my life with one foot in the box, dragging this thing around with me. Right? I'm done with it. And yes, it'll raise its ugly head now and again, and I know it's not me. It's not who I am. And the dichotomy of fear and love for me is that the universe will provide us with all these opportunities. You can choose love. There is nobody that's judging us, although the mind will judge us. Right? But we can choose the path of fear and keep going down that, and one day we'll stop. I've had enough. I believe we'll all get to this point. I think this is the grand plan, is that we're all on this planet to help awaken humanity. And we sacrifice our lives in war, in accidents, debilitating illnesses. We have these most joyous experiences. All of that is helping to awaken humanity. We're on the right path.
This is Clinton Callahan with Next Culture News, talking to Rick Pursell from Cause No Harm. What a team, eh? So we're glad you got to spend some time with us. I've certainly enjoyed it, and we'll keep you posted of whatever happens next. Thanks for joining us at Next Culture News. Over and out.